Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Kedua, welcome to the Every March Network. We are all about the 5 E's: educate, expose, entertain, evangelize, empower, and elevate. I am your friend, your sister, and your girl, Evelyn
Every
Marsh.
March. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, this is your girl, your friend, your sister, Evelyn Marsh. I want to welcome you. We are here live again. This is the Evelyn Marsh Network. We are happy to have you on. We are happy to be on. As you can see, I'm at a different location, but hey, we are here, we are on, and that's what matters. We have a very important topic to discuss: the benefits of life insurance. And it's going to be wonderful. Bring your mama, bring your daddy, bring your pots, your pans, your children, your grandfather, your spoons, your plates. Everybody come on and let's learn together and let's grow together. It's wonderful. We have our guests in the back room with us, and also they can't wait, and I can't wait, and my co-host, my personal handbag is here. And so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to bring on my personal handbag. Here she is. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Evelyn Marsh Network. I am your co-host, Jonetta. So welcome, and let's have a brief discussion and educational on this educational topic. So stay tuned, be blessed. Just subscribe to our channel, follow us on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the channel there, TikTok, LinkedIn, and every platform that you can find us on. Just type in the Evelyn Marsh Network and get connected with us so we can get some educational and juicy topic. Stay
Yes.
tuned.
Yes. And I can't even wait for next Sunday topic. It's gonna be fun. I mean, oh my God. Well, it's something that we can let out of the bag right now, but it's really gonna be fun. Tonight gonna be also fantastic. We have our guests, and I mean, they are ready to go. So we're not going to waste any time because we have a lot to talk about tonight. We're not going to do it the usual way, our music and all of that. So hey, let's bring on our guests. First, we're going to go with Mr. Victor.
Ekenavie.
Oh no, don't do that. Let me bring him on. There he is. Welcome to the Evelyn Marsh Network, and I also gonna bring on my next guest here, Mr. Jones. Welcome to the Evelyn Marsh Network. We are happy to have you. We can't wait to dive into our topic, so we want to say welcome, welcome. We are happy to have you on the Evelyn Marsh Network. Just before you introduce yourself, I want to say if you are just joining us, you are welcome. Please share, like, and comment. If you don't comment, we won't know that you are on, and we want to be able to recognize you. So please comment and share, ask questions, and all of that. So, Mr. Jones and Brother Victor, you are welcome to the Evelyn Marsh Network.
Thank you very much, Evelyn. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for having us here this evening. Good evening.
Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Evelyn, and the co-host, Janetta, for hosting us tonight. I'm glad to be on your network to talk about this very important topic tonight about life insurance.
Awesome. So let's go right into it. Please introduce yourself, and I will start with our brother Victor.
Yes, good evening once again. My name is Victor Ekenavie. I'm area marketing director for First Financial Security, which is a financial brokerage firm based in Georgia. I've been in this financial business for about over a decade, over 2 decades now, and I wear several hats. One of which will be a licensed insurance agent for tonight's purpose, and I'm also a financial strategist.
Okay, Mr. Jones.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Charles Jones. I'm a life insurance agent. I also work with the First Financial Security, based in Georgia. I'm licensed with 15 different states in the United States. My home base is Rhode Island, so I live in the Providence, Rhode Island area. That's where my life insurance home base is. So tonight I'm here for us to discuss most importantly about life insurance and the benefits.
Awesome. Awesome. So, with that, please tell us about what you do as area marketing director. First, I will go with brother Victor. Tell us about what you do
Yes,
in
thank
your
you.
area.
Yeah, thank you for that question. Pretty much. Help families achieve financial security and peace of mind. There are several financial products out there. So what I basically do is to sit with families and see what they are trying to accomplish, what their situation is, and we determine which plan is best for them. So we just don't give them any kind of product. We give them something that is specific to their needs.
Okay.
And I love that. You just don't give them any kind of product.
Correct.
Because sometimes people, because they want to sell their business or they want to sell their idea or they want to sell what they have, they will just give you anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Whether you can afford it or not, or whether
Mhm.
you even are knowledgeable. And all of those little farm prints that we have, or those hidden things, they will hide it from you. And they will not be open and honest with you to tell you, so you can be in a better position to make the better judgment concerning your own life or your own policy, right? But they would
Absolutely.
just go
Absolutely.
ahead and just sell you anything. So I like the fact that you said you don't just give them anything or sell them anything. Now we will go to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, what do you do, or how your position as a life and health agent, what is it, about, what do you do?
So my role as a life insurance agent is to provide family with a financial goal based on their financial needs and what they actually trying to accomplish. All right. So I walk over to them or talk to them. First of all, I do my prospecting and to make sure who actually need it and what they're trying to accomplish. Based upon their goals, I'm gonna tailor the financial uh, portfolio for the future benefits of their family or for themselves. So sometimes we look at life insurance to just be for the traditional way where someone died, then just take all the money and give to the beneficiary. No. So my goal is just to tailor what they want to their needs, to the financial needs, because everyone has a financial goal. So in order to accomplish their financial goals, I'll go according to what they want to accomplish.
Hmm.
Okay, so I love that the both of you are saying, from what I'm understanding, and my co-host can add to that, you don't just sell anything. And that is important. I'm emphasizing on it because we see a lot of people, even to even say the company they work with is hard. They have to be kind of sneaky and they have to hide it and stuff like that. And they will kind of say something else to you. For example, if it's financial benefit or if it's life insurance, say it's life insurance. But some of the agents, they don't say it. They say, oh, they will use another term just to kind of make you to want to come and listen. And right away for me, I would think that is something you are hiding, because if you have to trick me to come and listen to you, then there is something you are hiding. Janetta, do you have anything to add?
It's funny and that we're talking about this. So 2 weeks ago, someone just called me trying to bring me on board, and they said they wanted to talk to me on it, but they didn't tell me what they were selling. Like our mother just said, they didn't tell me what they were selling. They just said, "Oh, I want you to come listen. Come and listen." I'm like, I already know where this is going. I've had too many people that brought this same story, but in the end, it is about life insurance. But all in all, what I want to say is, I'm glad that we are talking on this topic, because this is something that most people don't want to hear about. They don't want to listen to it. They don't even want to hear it or understand it. But this is a very important topic. This is very, very, very important, and especially in our African community. This is something that we all need to be aware of and listen to and see how best we can all be a part of this topic. If you don't know the information out there, let's use this platform right now to try to understand certain things. And I like the fact that um the both men on here, Brother Victor and Brother Jones, they are saying that, they don't just sell the product. They tell you, they sit with you and see what fits your needs, your
Yeah.
family needs.
Hmm.
Because every one of us are going through something. And you don't just want to get into something that in the end you scratching your head or you forfeit that benefits. You don't want to lose it. So something that will work for you, because there are so many policies out there. Some of them you just get into it before you look, you can't even maintain. You can't maintain it, you break away. Then you got to start all over. But they will sit with you, looking at your structure, looking at your finances, everything, and work with you through everything to see what fits you and your family, because you don't just want to leave all of that burden on your family if God decides to call you home today. So let us come and listen in this on this platform and try to learn from it, because through this conversation you could say, oh yeah, this is definitely something I need. Let me call them. We have two agents on here. You can call them, they will work with you. So you're coming tune in.
Okay, thank you. You said a lot, and you could not have said it better. And I love the fact that it's not all about, because sometimes it's not all about getting your cut right as agents, and so you are giving me anything knowing that I can't afford it, and even if I can afford it now, tomorrow there's always a tomorrow,
Yeah.
and things always happen. I may be able to afford it now, but tomorrow I may not be able to afford it. So sitting with me and talking with me and giving me what will work for me, even when I can't afford it, it will not be a burden. I will still be able to pay. It's very important. Now, with that being said, especially in our African community,
Yeah.
and again, if you are just joining us, you are welcome to the Evelyn Marsh Network. We are discussing the benefits of life insurance. Life insurance that we don't want to hear. As soon as we hear life insurance, we
Mm.
take off our shoes and we're running, because we think you want to kill us, or you mean bad for us. But it is very important. Come and learn, come and listen. And so that I had to learn. I learned a lot because I had to make research and stuff, and put the questions together, and that opened my eyes to a lot of things about life insurance. And now I even love it, and I want us to talk about it more, because I some time ago, a couple of years ago, and even not regardless, let me not go to that, but we find it a lot in our community that when people pass away, we have to come together and collect money to lay them to rest. But if you are knowledgeable about life insurance, and you know what it is for you, then at least you will be able to be in a better position. And if something should happen tomorrow, your family, your kids, and everybody will be in a better position as compared to just running away. Oh, I don't want to hear it, that. So with that being said, and Brother Victor and Brother Jones, please allow me to call you guys brother instead of Mr.
That's okay.
Because
That's okay.
we are connected, so we are brothers and we are sisters. Okay. What are the differences between term life, whole life, universal life, and variable life insurance? I had to learn all of these different. Oh, I knew that was life insurance. But when I made my research, I said, oh, so they have categories. Okay. So what are the difference or the
Great
differences
question.
between them?
Great question, Evelyn. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. But before I answer that, I just want to quickly say the reason why we're able to sit with families and individuals to give them product to their specific needs is because my agency were partners with about 16, 18 different insurance companies, carriers. So you can imagine we have a buffet of product,
Mm,
that we can administer. So now with the term life is a life insurance policy that's only for a particular period of time. It's usually 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or 30 years. It does not build cash value, and it's the premium is very, very low, low premium. So you see a lot of people say, I don't want to pay too much, I just want term life. It's actually for mortgage protection or for young families who are trying to build a family home. So they want to take that because it's not a permanent policy, it's only temporary. It's like you renting insurance, which will, of course, expires. Like I
mm,
said again, it does not build any cash value. Now, if you outlive your policy, all the premiums you paid is gone. You have nothing in return.
and
It's gone.
that's term life,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. That's the term
Okay.
life. Now, for the whole life is more of a permanent life insurance policy. Okay. The premiums are higher. Okay. In fact, it has the highest premium and they are fixed. So the premiums will not change regardless of your age. Now, this builds cash value, and the cash value in the whole life policy is guaranteed. That's the whole life. So it's a permanent policy, builds cash value, and it's guaranteed, but it's high, it's expensive. The other one, the universal life policy, is also a permanent policy, but in this case, it's flexible, meaning the premiums are flexible. You could decide to pay more, you could decide to pay less, it all depends. And then it's interest based. And finally, the variable life insurance product is also a permanent policy with its premium is higher, but it's fixed. It also has cash value, which is it's a market base. So all these four products are again insurance products, and depending on who wants what and what they need. So basically, that is just in a nutshell what the differences are for these policies.
Mm.
So just to add on to Brother Victor conversation, so looking at term life, it's almost like you have a specific period of time that you, God forbid, like you're gonna die. Someone say, "Oh, I need a 30-year term life." That means you have already put a fixed year on your life. That's when you think you're gonna die. So
Mm.
within that 30 years period, you pay that premium. If something happened to you, that's good. Your beneficiary will get the proceed. They will get the death benefits. However, if nothing happened to you over the 30 years period, what happened? You lose all that money. Okay? Maybe you have been paying for 30 years, you have been paying maybe $50 for 30 years. It didn't pay cash value. You cannot pull the money out. It will expire. Now, if you go back to the policy, tell maybe your agent or the company, say, oh, I want to renew that policy. I want to renew my term life. Remember, that policy is not going to give you the same amount of premium you're paying, the $50 you're paying previously. No. Why? Because your age, 30 years have added onto your age.
Yeah.
Secondly, there are other life variables, other conditions that have been added into your life, maybe health issues. Okay? They also consider that. So if you're going to renew that, it's going to be very costly. That's why most of the time, those that have term life, once they expire, they cannot afford to renew the term life because the cost of it now it become more.
Mm.
So, so hold on, could you please be looking at the next question because you were asked that question. So let me get an understanding here. So with the term life, which is for certain time, right? So if it expire, like you were saying, if you decide to take the policy for 10 years or 15
Yes,
years or 20 years, and you live above that 20 or 15 or 10 years,
yes,
um the policy collapse. That means
y-
the policy you don't have it anymore.
you don't
And
have
then
it.
so does that means you have to reapply, and then if you have gotten older, then according to your age you pay more? Is that what it
Correct.
Yes,
is?
Yes, that's
yes,
very correct. Now, technically, in some cases, it's not that the policy will expire. It's just that after your 30 years, you're allowed to have what we call an annual renewable term, which means you can still renew it for additional 1 year. But don't forget, your payment is not going to be the same as you have been paying previously. So let's just say, for example, you're paying $50 for a policy of $250,000. Now, once it expires after 30 years, okay, your for you to maintain the same amount of coverage of $250,000, you have to increase your payment. And this time your payment could go up to about six, seven, 8 times what you've been paying previously. And don't forget, it doesn't build any cash value. So then you sit back and ask yourself, what is the essence of putting all this money into a term life policy which does not build cash value just because you want to maintain a certain um, amount of debt benefit? So in most cases, people cannot keep up with that, and it increases every year. So at the end of the day, you find that you cannot keep up with it, and you allow the policy to just lapse. Some
So
people, some companies, rather, sorry, Evelyn,
no,
some
go ahead.
companies will allow you to reduce the debt benefit for you to be able to accommodate your premium payment. So they can reduce the debt benefit from 250 that you originally have down to about $50,000 debt benefit, just for it um to be affordable for you. So all of these are issues with the term life policy because again, from the name implies term life for a certain period of time, and it's gone, and you don't build any cash value. You have nothing for it.
Okay, so if you great, so if you are just joining us, we want to say welcome to the Evelyn Marsh Network. We are on the topic the benefits of life insurance. Now we have different categories or different type of life insurance. We have term life, you have whole life, you have variable life, and what's the next one?
Universal.
Universe.
Universal life. So that's what we are talking about. We have our insurance agents on here with us who are discussing and giving us knowledge and ideas and educating us on awareness as well about how these different policies work. So if you are just joining or want to say welcome, leave your comments, questions below, and we will answer them. And they are here to answer. We want to give them all, bombard them with all the questions tonight, and let them answer it. Let us show their their agency, wear the agency hat, or their job title hats tonight. We want to give it to them. Make sure they answer all our questions. So thank you. So again, Jonetta, before you ask your question, so that means before she asks, I want to know which insurance. I hope I'm not going into her question, but I want, maybe I should close my mouth until she asks her question. Yeah, but it's just right
I
here.
know what I know what you want to ask, but that's
But let
okay.
her go ahead and
But
ask.
let me before I ask that, but before I ask the next question here, one thing, as they were explaining about the term life, the universal, and all of that, one thing that came to my mind was, so if in a nutshell, when you are getting the term life, it's cheap, I would say, because cheap is very expensive. And I
At the end of
came
the day,
to find that out because I went through that experience,
All right.
with a family member.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, my grandfather, the man was hiding the policy all alone, so he couldn't tell nobody who. But he had a term life, that he kept dealing with and paying for it. And all of a sudden, when we got to find out what it was, the policy had collapsed. And we now had to go back again. So all that many years that he invested into everything went to waste. It also even happened to my auntie. It happened because we didn't know. We didn't have they didn't have the education, I should say. So when the person came, they decided to sign up. And that is cheap. Now look at you have wasted 30 years that you have invested into
Correct.
only to start all over. Now
All
you
over
gotta get
again.
more expensive policy when you could have invested that 30 years into a whole life policy. But anyways, to go into my next question. Now, we are talking about all these insurance policies. So how can one sign up for this policy? Who can we meet, or who can we sign up through to get a coverage?
All right. So the first of all, I want to tell you that anybody can sign up for life insurance based on your financial needs. Okay. All right. Like most of the time, applying for life insurance, it go by the modalities. That means your age, your sex, and if you're tobacco or whatever user. Okay. That Victor always said, we the men, they consider to be our risk takers. So our premium is always higher than female. I don't know for what reason, but they say we are risk taker. So most of the time, men premium is always higher than female premium. However, anybody can sign up for life insurance. You just need to look for the one that fit your financial needs or what you want it for. Because people look for life insurance for many purposes, different purposes. Okay, I'll just track you back just for a few minutes. The term life that we're talking about, although we're talking about maybe the all side of the term life, but it also had a good side. Okay, and one of the benefits of the term life is it comes with a rider, and that rider is critical, terminal, and chronic illness. So you can use your term life if your policy do have that riders. You can use that term life just in case you are diagnosed with any medical condition like heart attack, stroke, and cancer. You can use the term life if it does happen now, because not all term life has that riders. So you gotta make sure your agent tell you exactly what you sign up for, so you can be able to make sure it meets your financial need. Today we are healthy. Tomorrow we don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, so if something happened to you, you'll be able to use your term life to to overcome. I mean, to cover all your financial situation while you're still trying to recover. That's the benefit of term life too. But again, anybody can sign up for for life insurance. It's just based on your age, your modality, and if you're a tobacco user.
What if in addition to that, what Charles is trying to say is that we have a specific product, okay, with one of our carriers, or I would say some of our carriers that offers living benefits. They are riders. They come along with all the policies that we have, both the term, the whole life, the universal and the variable life. You know, not all companies offer you these riders along with your term life product. So that's what he's trying to
Okay.
explain. To yes, to make sure that if you're going to get a term life because you don't want to pay too much, make sure that it comes along with these riders. Most of these companies out there, they have only terminal, but we do have both terminal, chronic, and critical illness riders. Okay, now with regards to where can they sign up for, any licensed insurance agent can sign anybody up for insurance coverage, any licensed insurance agent. So, hey, we're already here. So, if you want more questions, if you want to know how to sign up, you can buzz us. I believe Evelyn will be providing our telephone numbers, our contact information on our page, so they can always reach out to us, and then we can take them individually.
So okay, y'all
Go ahead.
just said something. Sorry, before
Go right ahead.
y'all just said something that struck me there. you talk about the rider. That's something I believe, like you said, not every company has it, or the agent should be able to explain to you what you're getting. So, in a nutshell, from my understanding, when it comes to the whole life, the variable, and the universal, when it comes to the medical condition, there, you guys are a little more strict on there. But when it comes down to the term, I'm maybe, but when it comes down to term life, you can have like the stroke, you can have diabetes, because people go through medical screening, right? So with those medical screening, you can, it determines which one you can go for, whether you want to go for the term or you want to go for the whole. Maybe I'm missing something. So can you guys enlighten me on
Okay,
that?
so again, it's not really that a term life product has this and the universal, the whole life or variable do not have it. All some of our carriers have living benefits that come along with the product itself. On the term life, not every company will give you all the three critical illnesses, all the three riders. They will, most cases, give you just one, which is the terminal on the term life policy. They will give you one rider, which is always the terminal. But what Charles was trying to explain is that our company, our company is partnered with two other different companies, insurance company, that will provide three different riders for the term life product on its own. So usually the term life does not come with riders. Recently they just started adding them up riders to the term life policy. But back in the days they didn't have it. Okay. But the whole life, the universal life, and the variable life products, they all come with their individual riders. So again, you have to make sure the agent explain all these details to you.
Okay.
So you keep saying riders, riders. For the sake of the audience, again, if you are just joining, we want to welcome you. Leave your comments. I want to welcome Grania Mill,
Garnina.
Gardenia Mill. And she said, thanks, mommy. Thanks, mama. Thanks for being here. We want to welcome you. Again, if you just joining, please leave your comments so we can know that you are here, because we want to welcome you and we want to be excited to know that you are watching with us. I see a couple of people watching, but I can't see your name if you don't leave a comment. But we are
The
talking
person.
about the benefits of life insurance. Jonathan, can you see some of them? Can you welcome them before we
Yeah.
continue,
Mr. and
please?
Mr. Dixon, Sarah and King, they are on. One of the top
Ooh, that's
fans.
our top people. Okay.
Yeah. So far that's what I can see.
Okay. I see some others they are on, but again, if you don't comment, we will not see your name. So I want to welcome you. So what I want to know, like I asked the question for the sake of the audience and maybe myself. You keep saying rather, rather, rather. What is that?
Evelyn, do you want to go for a
Yes.
ride? Do you want to
Yes,
go
I
for a
want to go.
ride?
Yes, I want to go for a ride.
You are the rider. So
Okay.
I'm driving, I'm the policy, and I am driving along the way, and I pick you up to go for a ride. So that's
Oh,
what a rider
so
is. It
that's
goes
what it
along with the
means.
policy. Yes.
Okay, awesome. So there you have it. If you are like me who don't know, because that's insurance term, and it kept saying rather, rather, rather. I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? But in a sense, yeah, a rather you will know. But now we are talking about life insurance. Oh my God, this man is ready for us tonight, Jonathan. Before we ask the next question, I see Mr. Dixon,
Yes.
and we want to read his question. I see Michael Walker is here.
And
Thanks
Francis.
for watching. I see Sis Frances Gallimore. She was here last week. She's a financial professional person. She want to be on another Sunday. She's on here. Want to say welcome. Jonathan, over to you. Please read Mr. Dixon comment or question.
Okay. Mr. Dixon said, recently I've noticed a surge in insurance agents selling various types of insurance, often prioritizing their financial gains over the benefits of my family.
Yeah.
After presenting their product, they frequently try to recruit me as an agent. This this approach differs from traditional insurance agent. How can I determine which agent is genuinely interested in helping me versus one who's primarily uh, primarily primarily
Yeah.
looking for a profit for me? So his
Any of
question
you
is,
can
how
question.
can
I
you
mean,
determine a genuine agent
Yes.
versus someone who's seeking
With
their
this
own interest?
with this case, it's difficult for the consumers out there to determine which agent is true or not. Um, what I will recommend is for you to ask as much questions as you can, possibly ask the agent. And you also need to look at it in relative with what you want to try to accomplish. If it's something that is something number one, affordable, if it makes sense to you, if it's in line with your need, your need or your want, I should say. So those are the ways in which you will have to check it out. Just because the agent wants you to pay a higher premium doesn't necessarily mean he's trying to rip you off. Okay, it all depends on the product. Again, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish out of the product, and you need to have a better understanding of what you're getting into. So again, if you don't understand, ask questions. Tell them to explain further, and then you can also do your findings as well. So I cannot talk on agents who are trying to rip people off, who are just trying to make a sale. You need to have a better understanding of what you're buying first before you actually purchase a policy.
and do you have something to add, Mr.
Yes,
Jones?
I
Okay.
heard. I also heard a question about recruitment. Uh, most insurance agents, right, is something like a team base, right? So they are trying to build a team or build their businesses. So you know, besides trying to sell you up, meet your financial need by giving you a policy that tailored according to your financial situation, they also want to build a team. Probably that person, the agent that have come to you or discuss life insurance with you, see your potential as a business partner. So he too want to bring you in to also build his team, and you two can also build your team. So life insurance as whole, is like a team. I'll give you one example. Uh, 2017, I didn't have no idea of life insurance. I was recruited by Victor, Mr. Ekenavie. Okay, so I'm on Mr. Ekenavie team, but I also build my own team. So it's like a pyramid. Okay, so it's not only selling the life insurance to the age, I mean to the prospect, but you're also building a team. So that individual who have come over to your home to sell your policy, he also want to recruit you to be part of his team. And you can also build your team. But in order for you to build your team, you have to have a license, honor a licensed life insurance agency or company.
So in addition to that, it's all about marketing. I'm sorry, Evelyn, I know you want to say
No,
something.
go right
In,
ahead, please.
in addition to that, it's all about marketing. Word of mouth advertising is very, very powerful. So instead of you spending money on TV commercials and whatnot, once you tell somebody, it's like you go to a restaurant, you eat a nice food in the restaurant. What you will want to do is to kind of tell your friend to go to the same restaurant to eat. That way, you have done an advertisement on behalf of the restaurant without knowing it. So, if you see a benefit in something that you do, you want to try and get people in as much as you want to build up a team, also. But we use that to also kind of do some marketing of the products.
So there you have it. If an insurance agent reach out to you and want to add you on the team, or want you to be insurance agent as well, do not run away. I mean, you are a grown up. Say whether you are interested or not. That's all to it. I am not interested. Now, I will give you an example here. During the recession in America, 2000, was it 2008? I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, I had no job. I had my house. I had bills to pay, and I was working, in fact, at a group home part time. And I got this call. Bing, 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 bing. I pick up the phone, and they said, "Oh, you can get a job. Or are you looking for a job?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, come to so and so, so and so." I was excited because I needed to pay my bills and things were hard. So I got in my little old car, and I ran to the direction they gave me. I went there. The people said I had to pay $100, right? So I'm sitting, I said, okay, well, let me pay the $100, whatever it is. Once it will get me a job and I'll pay my bills, that's fine. I paid the $100. There was another step. Then I went through this short orientation, I would call it, or information session. And then after that, okay, I'm somebody that know a lot of people. So it was like, and so they made it, they polish it and put kosu and tie and hat and all those stuff on the thing. And they sold it to me, right? I'm excited because I need a job. I need to pay my bills. People were losing their homes, businesses, and
Yep.
all of that. And I wanted to keep mine. So anything I will have to do to keep it, I will. I was desperate, right? So then they said, okay, da 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 da. Okay, you can get your license, you can do this, you can do that, and all of that. And in 2008, that time is different from now. So
Mm-hmm.
I went around, and, and started talking to people. People started signing up, but I'm not getting anything. And then my little old car, I already don't have money. I'm using my gas, right, to drive around and go to people, meet with my license on the person who I'm signed on, right? I pass no lesson, I'm getting fast now. But I'm bringing all the people on board and they're telling me, oh, just, I look at the thing for long. I said, this is not right. You guys should have told me. And honestly, they have some people. I like the fact that you said that you sit with your client and you discuss with them what fits their need, right? Because some insurance agents, to be honest with you, they will hide it. They can't even call the name of the company they are working with. And I don't want to call name here, but there are some insurance company, when people hear that name, we don't want to be bothered because it's just turn life and it's a waste of our time. But like what you guys are explaining, you have term life, you have whole life, you have universal life, you have variable life, and all of that. And so this will work for you. If you do this, this will, and if you do that, this will what you get. And I think people need to be honest and open with your client to tell them what it is. Don't polish it. Tell them this is what it is. And so they can be able to trust you and not just take my money because you want to get your compensation or your commissioner from what I pay, and then you don't care what happened at the end of the day. And so it is good. Again, I must commend you guys and the company you work with, because you mentioned that you sit with your client and you make your assessment, or you educate them on what is good and what is bad, and then they can decide. So I love that. Jonetta, go with the next question, please.
Man, this is an interesting topic. Um, can anyone be approved for life insurance, and how old do you have to be to buy life insurance?
All right, Charles, you want me to take that? Um,
Well,
Fortunately, not everybody gets approved for life insurance product. However, there are
Why?
there due to health reasons. Okay. Now, don't forget we mentioned something about riders. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
terminal illness, chronic illness, critical illness. Now, if you have a pre-existing condition, you would not be qualified. You can get approved. So you got to be in a state of good health to get approved. Now, like I was going to say, there are companies though out there that will still take you, okay, regardless of your health situation. Okay, they are guaranteed to accept you. Even if you have a stroke yesterday or heart attack yesterday, they will take you. But there's what they call a waiting period. It's 2 years waiting period. You'll be you 2 years plus 1 day, you will have full coverage. Okay, so it's called guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to continue making your premiums payment, which will be, of course, very expensive. Let me not use the term very expensive, but it will be higher than the regular premium because you already have a pre-existing condition.
Brother
Condition.
Victor, please hold on right there because you breaking my heart here. You have to wait for 2 years. What if something happened within that 2 years and I'm making my payment?
Great,
Good,
great
good
question.
Yeah.
Great
job.
question. Great question. All the money you're paid will be given back to you.
If something happened?
Something to
Yeah.
you. And some companies will say maybe with 6 or 10% interest on it, will be given back to you. But if nothing happens to you, voila, 2 years plus 1 day, you have full coverage.
So you won't get the coverage or the policy that you sign up for, but you will get what you pay.
So
No,
in a
yes, yes,
nutshell,
if
it's
you
like
get
your
sick.
savings.
I mean,
In
if
a
you die,
nutshell,
if
you're
yes.
saving for 2 years.
Oh, by the way, no, I'm sorry, you won't get it. You know why? Because you're dead. Your beneficiaries will get all that
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, your beneficiary. So they will only get what you have been paying
Hmm.
Correct.
within the 2 years period or
Correct.
within that
Yeah.
time. Okay. Okay. I
So
thought
if you can save the money now, they're giving you that means to just do the 2 year savings
okay.
until that time, until you become approved for whatever amount that you are signing up for the coverage.
Correct.
Which I
Yes.
think that's another good one too. But yeah.
So, so what Victor is also saying is this. Let's say I have my uncle, maybe in 75 years old, right? And he won a policy. He went all over the place, no company could accept him. And then one company has a policy to say, okay, we can take you. Say you're 75 years old with all the existing medical issues, we'll take you. But in a period of time, you'll be paying maybe $150 or $200 for your premium. Okay,
Okay.
we'll cover you for $25,000 max, or we'll cover you for $50,000 out of that benefit.
Okay.
So you'll be paying that $250 or $200 every month for 2 years. Within that 2 year period, if nothing happened to you, then the full coverage kick in.
Okay.
However, if something happened to you before the 2 year period, what he's saying, they will give you that premium that you pay, all that money that you pay into the policy, they will give it back to you. And some company will be very generous, say, okay, we'll give you back all the money you pay. We'll also add 10% of what you pay, 10% of that amount, and give it back to you or to your beneficiary. That's just a gesture. But not everybody is qualified for a life insurance, especially based on the age and some existing medical conditions.
Okay. And then what? How old do you have to be to
Oh,
buy life insurance?
as old as 2 weeks old, baby can buy insurance coverage.
Oh.
Yes,
Yep.
2 weeks old.
So once your parent bring you outside,
That is
So 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 a baby as old as 2 weeks old can be the policy owner.
no, can be the insured,
Can be the
yeah,
insured.
sure. Yeah.
insured, not the policy owner. The
The
parents will
parent
be
be
the
the
policy
all the
owner.
owner.
Okay, because that's the difference I want to know.
Okay.
So how old you have to be the policy owner?
18 years,
Eight,
18.
18 and above. Okay.
18 and above.
But
Wow.
hold on, why they put it to 18? When in America, 16-year-old they can tell you say you made your own decision for yourself. Why you put it to 18?
Well, we didn't put it there. The insurance company.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
This
Okay.
is this
I
is
mean, this
great.
is very interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
a baby can, you can cover your baby as soon as that child comes out.
Yeah,
That's
that's the thing. That's the thing. Most, especially within our African community, they feel that, if I insure my baby, it mean maybe something gonna happen to my baby, or I, quote unquote, maybe I'm gonna harm my baby. But it's not really the case. You're not really insuring the kid because the kid's gonna die. But sometimes you insure the kid because you're doing it for the college funds.
Okay.
Because that same life insurance, it also give you college fund. That's where the cash value comes in. You take that
Okay.
cash value to pay the kids tuition for college. So that's
Okay.
you start bidding that from 2 weeks old until they turn 18. But then when they reach 18, they have enough money to pay for college rather than you going to take student loan.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So that means you can take a policy on your child
Yes,
and be making that payment. And when a child turn 18 or more or above, that child can take out money to pay for college. So
yes.
so how much can you take out? So wait, I have to get a clear understanding of the thing. So you can withdraw money. Can you, but you can't do it with term life. It gotta be whole life.
It can be term life. It gotta
Yes,
be universal. It gotta be
any
whole life.
any cash value life insurance policy, you have the option to take a loan against your cash value that is already built up in the policy.
So would that person, would that child be um I don't want to say compare, but are they supposed to pay it back? What if they don't pay it back?
Okay.
Good question.
Now, yeah, good question. Now, some policies are designed, okay, to allow that provision to happen. So you're taking a loan against your cash value in the policy. The loan comes with interest, okay, but at the same time, your product, you're also earning interest, okay, on the policy. So as you go on making your regular monthly payment, you can decide to pay additional $20 towards your loan pay that you borrowed, on that same policy, just so that you can have the ability to go back further and take another loan from the policy. So the policy is designed in such a way to allow you to do that.
Awesome. So
Okay.
Now, I haven't said that. Let's just say, for instance, you take a loan against your policy, okay, cash value. You take $5,000 out of the policy. God forbid, okay. And 2 days down the road, you pass away. If you have, let's say, for example, $100,000 in death benefit, your family will be paid the $100,000 minus the $5,000 you took out as a loan.
go
So
ahead.
what if
Go ahead.
what
We
if
get to
I mean I
understand
have
this
like
thing.
so many questions right now rolling through.
Okay.
Please go ahead. Let's
So
take
what
it
There's
all
so
of
if
so
them.
much so much
I,
information that I don't want to confuse you. That's why I'm trying to take it one at a time. Now, let's say you have a policy, a death benefit protection of $100,000, and you build up enough cash value in that product,
Mhm.
in that policy, and you're able to borrow from it. Say you borrow $5,000, you probably want to go on vacation or whatever it is you want to do, and for some reason you pass away. Okay, the death claim, which is the death benefit, will be paid to whoever you have elected as your beneficiary to take the money. So what the insurance company will do, they will pay them the $100,000 less the $5,000 that you borrowed that you have not paid back.
Ekenavie.
So it's still a win-win situation.
Oh,
Then what happened to all the cash value that I've built up, even though I'm only taking out 5,000 out of that? But let's assume that, okay, my policy is 100,000, right? And then I've built up the cash value, even let's assume my cash value has gone up to at least 500,000. Let's
No, it will not.
this
It will not happen. They
hypothetically.
it's structured. No, the IRS will come after you.
so
It's
you can't
structured.
go. You can't go
So
You
you
can
and
can't
no,
borrow.
go over the
no. That would
100,000.
that would be a MEG. That would be a MEG, a modified endowment contract. So anything above that, you have to pay taxes. But the insurance
Okay.
company will not let it happen. There's a provision for not letting that happen. So you always be under your death benefit protection, way under it.
Okay. And then the other question, maybe I'm missing something here. But I
Mm-hmm.
hear people talking about the IUL account, and then we hear all these different terms. What is the IUL? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the IUL is the same thing as the universal life insurance that I just explained on the when we started.
Oh,
The I in the universal life is the index. It's called the index universal life
Sounds good.
product. So the index is based on the index S&P 500. So when the index goes up, the more the index goes up, the more money you make in your credited into your account. When the market falls, your account stays where it is. You don't lose a dime. You only participate in all the gains. So the
mm,
index is tailored to the S&P 500. It's like a mirror, okay, to know how to credit your funds in your insurance policy. That's what the index universal life insurance policy is.
Kejwe.
All
Okay,
right, all
so
right.
oh, go
Just
ahead.
so I, just to add on to that, so I'll give one example of how since Evelyn said in 2008 the market crashed, right? And we that have money in our 401k, many of us lost tons of money in the 401k. So the index universal at that time, you didn't lose money. Let's say you have a cash value of 50,000 your cash value and the market crash. Rather than you losing your money, your 50,000 stay right there. It's not going down, it's not going up. When the market picks up, your money start picking up again. But unlike the 401k, you also lose money. So when the market pick up, where you drop, that where your 401k gonna pick up from. So that is different than the beauty of the IUL, but it's the same as a universal life.
Mm,
Okay, so for me, I'm learning a lot. I'm having fun. This is
I
very
am.
interesting. So that means life insurance is though it is people will say it's a life insurance for death benefit, but from what I'm hearing now, it's like a
It does a
saving.
lot.
Yeah, it
Correct.
does a lot. So it's just that death benefit is just an umbrella that over it, but under it there's a whole lot that's under it that we don't know
That's going
about.
on.
And so
Correct.
because we are not educated or the awareness is not there for us. So when once we hear life insurance, we just be like, oh, it's all about death. It's all about death. So now I realize that it can be used as a savings as well for your
Correct.
children college funds, and maybe you can even borrow money to make business.
Correct.
If you want to do business to build or build your homes, you can even borrow money to do a lot of things. It's not
Correct.
just for death. But then remember, term life is not good. Everybody hear me and hear me well. When you say when they say term life and they give you that thing, what they say for 30 years or 10 years or 15 years, don't take it. Take whole life or variable life or universal life. Term life, say no, no. Because some will sell you term life and they know that it is not good. So it's better you take a small amount of policy that you can pay on and that will last you as compared to taking term life for 30 years and it's cheaper and you think you got something. If you are just joining us, I want to welcome you to the Every March Network. We are here talking about the benefits of life insurance. Jonathan, I see.
I see a
Yeah,
question. Yeah, I see a question, but before I go into the question, I got one question here to ask. Yeah, sorry.
go ahead.
We talked about the kids again. Somebody made mention to me on this when they were trying to recruit me. Um, when you do have a policy, let's assume you have a policy on your child. At what age, when that parent carried that policy, at what age can that child themselves become eligible to take
Take
over
care.
that policy and pay for it themselves?
Good question. I love that.
As long as the child is 18 years old,
18 and
Okay.
above. Yeah.
18 and above.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the
But
Thank you.
good thing,
some parents will continue
the good
to
thing is this. Let's say you got a policy for your 2 weeks old child at the age of $50, or the premium is $50. That premium will never change as long as that child lives. But that child can decide to increase the premium to maybe $100 a month. But once it is $50, it will be $50 for a lifetime. It's locked in. That's the beauty of the universal life. It's flexible. That's what Victor said this at the beginning of the show. it is flexible. So you can decide to increase your premium or you leave it fixed as it is.
Hmm.
So can I increase my let's say I have a whole life insurance, right? And I have maybe 500,000 policy. Can I increase it if I want to, or do I have to take a whole new policy?
Well, that's a good question. For you to have a $500,000 death benefit in a whole life policy, you must be paying a whole lot. And the insurance company will query you because it's, don't forget, the premiums are very high. It's not like a term life. So I don't know what age you have. For you to have that, you'll probably paying over 1,000 and change a month.
Jesus.
So you need to actually, well, they might not really query you per se, but you, why would you want to take out another policy if you have that enough coverage? But you cannot add to that. You can always open up another one if you so choose to. You have to open another one.
So can I have a $500,000
Yes,
or 1 million life
yes, you
policy
can.
for my 2 weeks old child? Or
Ah, que tu es?
Oh,
Now,
no,
now
why are you
the
crying?
insurance,
I'm asking
the
question here.
yes, the insurance, yeah, the insurance company will frown at it. But first, you can the insurance this is what they look at. You cannot have above some companies now. Some companies will say you cannot have above $100,000 for your baby, okay, without you can have not more than $100,000 without you having a coverage that they will allow, but you cannot have beyond $100,000 coverage without you having a coverage yourself. So for you to have a coverage for your daughter or your child, maybe $1 million, you must have probably $10 million in coverage.
Oh,
Yes, they
Oh,
will not. Yes, unfortunately, they will not allow you to do that. So
your
you must
child,
have higher coverage than your baby, your child.
so my
your
child
Now,
cannot
if you
have
don't
a
have
higher coverage than me.
no, if you don't
no,
no, some companies will allow you to have not more than $100,000 of death benefit on your child if you don't have coverage.
wow.
Okay.
But anything above that, you must have more than your child.
your child.
Okay.
I kind of like that because people can kill their children for any reason. I understand it.
Ujubu, Ujubu. So I want to welcome all of you. I see my favorite big sister, my favorite big sister. Welcome, big sister. Ujubu, please go ahead. I see a lot of questions here. I want to
Yeah.
welcome my daddy, David Young, is on here. He's on here today. He didn't miss it because I tested him personally. So welcome. Jonathan, please take it over. We have a lot of questions. I love it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let's go.
Mr. Dixon said, as a typical African man, I have noticed that life insurance can be perceived as preaching immediate mortality with the term death benefit
Papa Teta will
being
always the English here, please.
being particularly off-putting being particularly off-putting. Is there a more sensitive or alternative way to present life insurance that focus on the benefits for loved ones rather than utilizing the word death benefits multiple times? It's scary. It's scary. It's scary business. Just curious. So apart from that, how can you guys put it without putting the death benefit there?
Yeah, okay.
Can you do your presentation without using the word death benefits?
You can just say insurance coverage, face amount, face value of the
Face
coverage,
value.
face amount. You can say the face amount, it also means death benefit. You know, the coverage amount is also death benefit. So if you don't want to use the, the term death benefit, you can say how much coverage do you are you looking for?
What's
Face
the
So
amount.
face
you
amount?
speaking to an African person that never yet a thing life insurance or fixed amount or death benefit. How you
Mhm.
presenting
Well,
that?
well, again, you just have to let them understand that it's death benefit, you know. And then
Aye.
for you saying death benefit, I don't see anything wrong with saying death benefit because if you look at it, we're all gonna die anyways, right? We're all gonna die. We just don't know when. Something's gonna kill somebody, but we just don't know what. Now, even though you think you don't need life insurance, Listen to this. If you get $1 million policy for your on yourself and you pass away, guess what? Your family is $1 million richer because we know we're gonna die anyways. So why don't you just die and leave some money behind for your children? That way they don't have to stress and go do GoFundMe to try to look for money to bury you. There's already money, more than enough to bury you, because we're not going to live forever. We need to begin to understand and accept the fact that we're not going to live forever. It's going to happen. And when it happens, I don't want my kids running all over the place, out of scared looking for money to bury me. No,
Or
at least
beg. We have to beg and beg people
or
to,
beg, yes, to
yeah.
put
Mm-hmm.
money together. So you're going to do that. You're going to die anyway. So why don't you just start putting some kind of policy on the side? If your children, get $1 million after you're gone, that's not a bad idea.
You know,
And besides, it should also be considered as a generational wealth. All
Yes,
right,
Correct.
it's our
That's
saving
absolutely
imparting
too.
wealth onto
exactly.
your children is
Yeah.
generational wealth.
And that's what I was going to say, right? Just before Jonathan come in, that's what I was going to say. Though it have that name, life insurance, but now seeing our discussion, there's a lot more under there. And I wish they would have given it a better name than life insurance, because the name life insurance scare people. It run, especially Africans. It's like, I'm not dying anytime soon. But like you said, we are gonna go. We're not here to we're not gonna be here forever, but people
That's
don't
a
want to
fact.
hear about it. But it's a more of a saving. Or let's say you want to get married, or even if you don't get married, everybody want to have kids of their own. So it's saving your kids college funds so that they don't have to be in debt, right? Whole lot of debt to pay the loan. Let me, I still paying student loan. You don't want them to be paying student loan. I wish I knew what I know now. Then I would have started sooner and borrow money from there to pay my school fees.
Correct.
So it's more. There are a lot of things you can do. Even if you want to go into business, you want to build your dream house, you want to whatever. So it's not just the life insurance, it's the umbrella name for it. But underneath it all, there are a lot of benefits under there. So I want everyone to know, if you are just joining us, don't be afraid of the word life insurance. It is called savings, lifetime savings. So look at life insurance as lifetime savings for you, for your spouse, for your mommy, your daddy, your children, because you can borrow from there. And for sure, Miss G is on my list, because that child gotta go to school, and by force, by fire, she gotta have college funds. So I'm just saying, I want that. But I love the discussion. I love. It's an eye opener for me. And Jonathan, I think I see some
yeah, there are a
questions
few
here.
questions here.
Please go ahead and read it. King Dixon, please come to our level, Papa, please.
I get where he's coming from too. I remember when my husband used to sell the insurance, he went to go present to a client, but it was for the lady's mother. By the time the woman called her mom over to come and listen to the conversation, the woman started attacking her daughter. You want me? You want
And our African parent.
so you pretty man to put insurance on me because you want me? So yes, I get where Mr. Dixon is coming from, but yeah, I mean, I guess there is no better way to put it. So that's it, life insurance,
Life savings. Life savings.
life savings. Okay,
Yeah.
and my grandfather here said, "Well, I don't know, but it's good to keep your money and pay for your grave, casket, and burial expenses." Because when people die, the children can be fighting over plenty of money business. True. Then he went on again. The life insurance company, the moment they hear that the client family has died, they try to have a lawyer. You gotta go
Why?
through the process.
So why you were
No,
taking my
no,
money? You were taking
no,
my money. You didn't ask for a lawyer.
no,
So why
no.
now?
Let me break that down.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Dick, was it Mr. Dixon who asked that
No,
question?
Mr.
Pastor,
Young,
That
that
Mr.
Pastor
Young.
Mr.
David
Young.
Young.
Okay, Mr. Young. When you say the children will fight for the money, that's why we have beneficiaries. Beneficiaries are people who will benefit from the life insurance proceed, and the insurance company gives you the option to select who you want to collect the benefit, the proceed once you pass away. You can put as many as 6 7 people down. Okay, for primary, you can put about 3 4, depending on the company. Actually, they also have room for contingent beneficiaries. That means if the primary is not available, now the contingent will go
Contingent.
away, and you have to state what percentage of the entire death benefit you want to give to each and every one of them that you put down on the list. So the case of fighting over the money will not arise,
Will
because
not rise.
everybody
Yeah.
everybody will be paid the individual percentages of the entire death benefit protection. Okay. Now, what was the second question?
No, that
No,
was
that's
it.
it. That was
And
the
then
question.
he said lawyer. You guys can hire a
Oh,
lawyer
okay.
once.
No, no. Not in all cases. Maybe if you get you apply for a policy today, and you get approved and you get issued and you die in 1 year. Okay. Now, the insurance company will probably want to investigate the application. It's called a contestability period. It's a period
Mm-hmm.
within two
Okay.
years. You don't die. Make sure you don't die within 2 years. Okay. Because they will want to probably to contest you to say, hey, wait a minute, you just got this policy. How come you're dying now? Now, they want to go back to the application itself, to go through the application process to see whether you have misrepresent some information on the application that would have denied you coverage from day one. Okay, but they still gave you the coverage. So they sometimes they want to do that investigation. It's called a contestability period. So it's not like in all cases. I mean, you can get the policy today, or maybe 10 days ago, and this time you trying to cross the street and you get hit by a car. Nobody's going to contest that, because they actually saw that you died in an accident right there. It's obvious. But if you just literally pass away, and they don't know the cause of death, they probably want to investigate.
Or
So
you got a policy today, then 2 weeks later you went skydiving, or you went rock climbing. I know those are things to try to investigate because those are very contestable. You know.
Yeah,
so
those are
that
questions that
uh
you need to answer if you've been skydiving, if you've been flying and all that stuff. If you've been doing any dangerous activities, they will want to go and review your application to see where they can use against you.
Mr. Young, you can call the number on the screen there to join the conversation. Um,
so if you want to call, you can call the number 612-426-1353 to join the conversation. 612-426-1353. I see there's another question here.
yes, yes, I'm coming to that. Okay, S but I'm still a little bit here and there with that
Yeah,
answer.
you know, maybe.
With what?
With
With what?
the answer when it comes down to, okay, so you sign up for a policy like Mr. Jones was saying, you sign up for the policy, and let's say maybe within 2 weeks, or a month or something later, something happened to you. How do you know? Because one, we don't own our own life, right? God owns it. At any given time, God can call you home. You don't know when you're gonna die. What if you went to bed and you just pretty much
That's
left in
fine.
your sleep?
That's fine. The insurance company will say you shouldn't die, because they owe you money from the day they approved you. So you can die anytime you want to die. But if they just feel that the death is kind of suspicious, they can always do their own investigation, and it's a period of 2 years. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not all insurance companies will do that, but some will just do that. Say, hey, what happened? This guy said he was healthy. They want probably to say, okay, send us medical report, or send us what was the cause of death. That's all. It's not that they will not pay. They probably do the investigation for a few days, and that's it. Just
But
to
then
They still pay the money.
how will bury the person?
Please hold your thought. I would love, because we are on other platforms, and there are other platforms who don't accept the D word. So if you say pass away, please, I would rather we use the pass away than the
The death.
Yeah,
Okay.
the, yeah, yeah. So yeah, because other platform that word is not does not fit the
But
policy. So let's
what do
All
we?
use
right.
What, so
Will use
what about the?
expire.
expire.
Yes,
Thank you.
okay,
Pass
but
away or
what about the
expire.
term? What about the term death benefit? We shouldn't use that at all
No,
because
you can use it, but
exactly.
the that that word. Again, the number is 612-426-1353. The number to call if you want to talk is 612-426-1353. Jonetta, go ahead.
Okay. Sis Francis said, life insurance is the name so that the uninformed will never benefit. The elite use the tools to put their money on the steroid. We can also use the tool to allow our money grow while we sleep. True.
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 Awesome. So, like I said, it's life savings, really. Like she said, if we don't know, especially we as African, we don't like to read, we don't like to make research, we just want to sit down and happen. So if you are not informed, you will not know. If that awareness is not created, you will not know. And that's why we are creating the awareness today. That life insurance doesn't mean exactly what it says, but it's to summarize it, is life savings, because you get college, it's like you putting your money away for it to grow for you, right? So you can borrow from it to pay your kids school fees, you can borrow from it to do business, you can borrow from it to build your dream house. Not flashy clothes. I won't advise you to go borrow from your life insurance to buy expensive clothes and look like you are rich. That's a poor judgment. But you can put your money aside, just like how when you feel that if you buy a house, you are investing your money. It's the same with life insurance. If you have life insurance, you are also investing your money. It's life saving. That's the word for me. I take that, life savings. So from now on, when I'm talking to people, I would say life savings. Do you have any other question there to read, Jonetta?
Mr. Young was just wondering, but we gave him the number. He said, how can I enter the conversation?
He's calling now.
Okay.
So
Man, this is an interesting topic. I like the fact that the audience are engaging into this topic as well. Again, this is a very educational for every one of us. For me, I'm learning a lot, especially some things I didn't know. I'm learning it. So maybe I can better off myself later. We'll see.
Just to give a little bit, just a testimonial statement here, right? Few years ago, I had a turn life, and I was introduced, into the business by Mr. Ekenavie. And the reason why I switched from turn life, because I remember I just sat down one day, like, and sis Evelyn said, I sat down one day. I said, "What if I get sick? How do I get money to go to the hospital, or what going to become of my income and my family?" So I asked my agent. I said, "If something happened, let's say I didn't die, but I'm sick, can I take some money out of my policy to take myself to the hospital?" He said, "No, that's term life. We don't build cash value. Don't do that." And 2 weeks later, my wife brought this guy and said, "Oh, I get something to sell you. It's gonna benefit you." I doubted in the first, I doubted in the second, but I gave you a chance. I won't lie to you. When before I could get my house, it was through my policy that helped me out to get a house.
you see that? Life
Yes.
savings.
So he
Life.
was my savior. He was my savior. And that's why I'm all into this whole thing called universal life, or like you said,
Whole life.
life saving. I mean,
Mhm.
life saving is not about the death benefit. It's all about what you can reap out of your policy before you die.
I have a quick question. I'm gonna bring Pastor Young back on because he was waiting, and I know there's another question here that King Dixon. But I have a quick question. So I have my brother, right? He's turning 70 years old next year. But this man don't like to hear about life insurance. How can I put life insurance on him?
I don't know how to answer that question. Uh, That'll
In a
be
nutshell,
exactly
can you put a life insurance on someone without?
that. No, you wouldn't want to do that.
Unknowing to him, how can I go about this thing? Them men don't let to hear, but I think
No, you can't do that. You have to let them know. You have to let them understand. Maybe bring him up on a platform like this so he can listen
I will send
You
a
will
and let
link.
run
other
away.
I will
people.
send
Yeah,
a link to him so he
so
can
he, yeah, so he
watch
can
it.
go back and watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
want
I
to play
mean,
safe,
we
you want to play safe. You want to make sure because this is the kind of contestability period and in which they we just talked about. If you put life insurance on somebody who did not know you put life insurance for and you have any misrepresentation of information on the application, they won't pay out because first you did not ask the guy to tell you specifically, his information, his details, or if he's sick, if he's taking medication that you don't know about, so these are the reasons why they would not want to pay. So you want to let him know, you want to answer the questions truthfully, because at the end of the day, you want the payout to go to your beneficiaries because you'll be gone.
okay. Well, I will be the beneficiary.
Oh, it's okay.
yeah, you can be the beneficiary, you can
Yes,
be the
you can
policy
also.
owner.
Yes,
I'll be
yes, yeah,
the
But
policy
hold
owner
on.
and the
and the
She's
beneficiary.
putting it
beneficiary.
on him,
That's good.
unknown
Yes.
to him. She's a better. Oh man.
Okay, please repeat this question.
Okay, is Pastor Young ready?
I will call right after the question. I will call him back.
Okay. Mr. Dixon said, how will you support me in reviewing and updating my policy as my need changes over time?
If he gives me a personal phone call, I can do that for him. I don't have to be his agent, but I can assist in explaining to him what he has currently and how it functions, and any other information he wants to know. So it's you feel free to share my number with him, and he can give me a call directly, and I will help him out.
Okay, so anybody need any assistance with life insurance or what have you, you can reach me or reach Jonetta and we will make that number available. Also, I might just kind of is it okay for me to put your number down here on the link
Yeah,
as well?
absolutely. Yes,
Okay,
please.
so I'm gonna put that
Yes.
numbers on there and you can also go on this live and that number is gonna be listed and you can contact them as well. I'm gonna call Pastor Russell back. Pastor Young back quickly so he can say what he want to say before. I really don't want this conversation to end. Maybe we'll have to let you guys come back because this is really educational and is really good. But all good things and bad things has an end, right? So we have to end this live. But before we do that, I'm gonna quickly call Pastor Young back so he can say what he have to say, and then we will ask you the last question.
My. This is
Hello.
interesting.
Yes, you are on live, and everyone waiting to hear what you have your contribution, sir.
Okay, let me tell you the fair truth for God's sake. I want those two guys to convince me tonight so I can find my life insurance because what I'm trying to do now, I've been playing for almost 30 some odd years. I've been playing for day by day. Funeral after funeral, I see some people fighting for life insurance money, business for family, children fighting for mama money, fighting for even in Chicago here. I have played for almost 10 days by year and both fighting over life insurance and other stuff, and I packed my organ and run away. But let me tell you now. So I decided I just want you to woo me tonight and tell me that I should stop what I'm doing. I decided to calculate my life span and start taking some money and put it somewhere far place.
Under the mattress.
Put it somewhere and I put in that money is to buy my casket, to pay for my grave, to pay for my funeral expenses and everything. And that money I take it, I keep it, I put it there. I put it there. My children, I told them I don't want no trouble, I don't want problem from nobody. I already finished born you, I bring you up. I brought you to the beautiful life in this world, educating you, everything. I'm giving you first of my money for anything. I'm really going to take care of myself and whatsoever. I'm trying to help you so you can have a burden. So that's why I started to do. What can he tell me? What can they tell me that what you do is not good? Take that money from there and then get a life insurance. What can I do now? It's a serious thing I'm talking because I've gotten a lot of experience about people fighting for craziness, for money business and things like that. And then the moment somebody died, right adjacent to me here, somebody man died. They went and buried the life insurance. Said, okay, we'll get this, you'll go get this. They took the woman from here and carried her to Liberia. Boom. They came back and started saying, y'all go get death certificate from Liberia and bring it. They built on that death certificate on to this day. They didn't get the money. That's why I said the lawyer. I mean, why they started getting lawyer? They want a lawyer. They gotta get lawyer. This and that. The insurance not get lawyer to pleading law. Oh, they tell you you're taking my money. They tell you're taking the woman money. You want talk about lawyer? Right? I'm not talking about lawyer. So those are some of the things. The woman too died. The woman husband died. Woman get died. And what happened to the same problem? They're asking for death certificate. And they buried the woman waiting in Liberia. Now they buried death certificate. They say it's not correct. You know about a man dying from cancer. His wife died from cancer. And they took them to Liberia. They died. They said, you can't die in Liberia. Then they brought the death certificate. You know that they were dying. And they died. And you saw the funeral videos and everything. Up to this present, they have not gotten it. So I said, so what are they doing? I'm getting no insurance, life insurance, yo.
Mr. What's his name again?
Mr. Young.
Pastor
Mr.
David
Young.
Young. Mm-hmm.
So
Pastor.
that's it. But I know
So he's
when I die, I'm safe in Christ. God gonna take my life. But I mean, at least my physical body needs to be buried. So I know that's what I started to do. What can they do tonight to convince me on this program that please take all your money out and then put it in your life insurance? Thank you.
Okay, Pastor Young, thank you very much for your contribution. It's unfortunate that your friend or
so please go back to the thing and listen because they're answering your question now.
Okay, I'm going back now.
All right.
Okay,
thank you.
All right, Pastor Young, again, thank you for your contribution. And it's unfortunate that you have this experience. Again, like I said, if there's been a misrepresentation in your application, initially, the insurance company will want to do some investigation. And there's nothing wrong in doing investigation. You just need to provide the documents that's requested for. Having said that, Pastor Young, would you have any problem? I know you've done well for your family. You've trained them. You brought them to this world. You've trained them. You educated them. You provided for them. But will you have any problem if any of your children is getting additional $300,000 when you pass away, additional $400,000 when you pass away, or each of them getting $100,000 each when you pass away, in addition to what they already have? Would you have any issues with that? I don't think so. So there's nothing wrong in your procedure in doing what you're doing, but I don't know what Bible passage says this. I'm glad you're a pastor. It says, if a man cannot provide for his family, is worse than an infidel. You already know you're going to pass away, and
Well,
you
if
know
I'm preach
that,
to all again, go ahead, sir.
and you know you're going to expire, and you're putting money away for that period. Does it not make sense, better sense, that the same money you're putting away under your mattress or under your pillow, you can put it towards a policy that will give you 10 times as much as the money that you will eventually have?
Yep.
Because like Evelyn said, it's a savings account. You don't lose money.
So
As
life
long as the
savings.
cash
Yeah.
value, as long as the cash value life insurance product, you can put the money there and save the money, okay, and it yields interest, and you have the face amount, which is like 10 times more than, just going to be more than whatever you think you will be able to get when you decide to leave us. And then for the children who are going to be the beneficiaries, if they have additional $100,000 each on top of after they do the burial, the funeral, would you have any issues with that? I don't think so. So again, it always makes sense. And don't forget that once you start the policy with $100, you don't just have $100 that you have under your mattress. You probably will buy yourself $100,000 in death benefit. What if something happens the next month and you put in $100 away? You only put it away for 2 months, $200. But in this case, you have a policy, you approve, you issue the policy, you have $100,000, then you can decide to go in 2 months. Guess what? You still have $100,000 compared to $200 that you're putting under your mattress
with no
Mm,
interest.
with no
mm.
interest, of course.
All right. So, Pastor Young, I know you have listed some scenarios that cause you to think that some life insurance policy almost like a scam or like something you know most family are not benefiting from your life experience. But the fact of the matter is, putting your money on a mattress, calculating the expenses these days cost for funerals. All right. I think 3 months ago, I buried one of my friends. Just a plot of land that they burying that guy. They're going to bury that guy and cost them almost $10,000. Just a plot. I'm not talking about the environment. I'm not talking about the castle. I'm not talking about all the little accessories that come with it. All right. So let's say you put in that money down, that $200 down every month on your mattress. In the next 20 years, all right, it'll be like what, maybe 20,000 or maybe 25,000. I don't know what it'll be able to accommodate everything. So, or you kind of little skeptical about what's happening right now surrounding you. But I think life insurance as a whole, it takes your family from that financial burden and that chaos. Okay. And yet based on how you tailor the policy, your beneficiary are the most primary people you need to specify. Okay, specify. And once your policy is very much straightforward, you know, don't have nothing there to contest about. I don't think that should be a problem where they're going to question why this happened. They're just going to pay all your debt benefit to your face amount to your beneficiary. Again, we all have different financial needs. So based on your financial needs and where you want your children to be after you have expired is what matters.
Thank you, Brother Victor. And we had Sis Frances, Pastor Frances Gallimore on last Sunday, and we learned a code called 7702, which is, I don't know if you guys know that code, 7702. Life insurance, right? Your savings. But today, just what I told her to make me her brand ambassador so I can talk to people. I'm telling you guys too, y'all gotta pay me as I pay you, right? Y'all make me your
Yeah.
brand ambassador so I can talk to people because this is serious. I know I raise a lot of money or every time for people, especially in our African community when they pass away or when they expire because they don't have a life insurance. They don't have anything that they have left behind. And sometimes it's not because they don't want to. Look at the way we look, the money we invest in making ourselves beautiful, the expensive clothes. Then don't talk about the food we eat, right? Just one soup, the kind of money, the meat, the this, that we put into that one soup to eat, just something that we will pass on. We invest so much money. Why not invest that money? Maybe split it into two and put it into a account, a savings account. Remember, life insurance is just the name, but there are a lot of things under that. You know, you have your children college funds can come from other aid. You want to build your dream house, you want to make businesses, you want to do a lot of other things. It can come from other aid. So it is not just life insurance. So why not invest your money into that? Then to take your money and put it in the pot, cook it, eat it, go to buy Brazilian hair, wear it. That will not take you anywhere because today or tomorrow, if you pass, your Brazilian hair will not go with you. Your Michael Kors shoes will not go with you. Your expensive car will not go with you. But what are you going to leave? And the Bible also talk about generation worth, right? So
Yeah.
what are you going to leave behind for your family? We must keep begging again, and that's why we are here to create this awareness. It's a life savings. It's not just life insurance. And since Frances was here, she talked about it. These are things the rich people use. Because why? The awareness has been created in the community, in the settings, in the environment, but we do not know about it. Even the word stress, what we knew about stress, we came to America before we get enough of stress, although we experience it, but we didn't know the name stress. But even boring, I hear they live 5 years or 4 years or 3 years. Oh, it's boring.
This
What
is
you know about
boring.
boring, right? But we experienced those things, but we didn't know about it. It's the same thing with the life insurance. And now we are creating the awareness. Y'all make me your Brian, pass it. I will create the awareness for you, but you gotta pay me because the money not just coming to you. I gotta eat some too. But Liberian community, I would say Liberian community because I am a Liberian. And I will call you again because I have my organization that need to hear this. It is sad for us to be begging for money to bury our people. It's
Yeah.
wrong. So that take that money from under your mattress, okay, and get a life insurance, get a policy. And one thing I love, and I will keep emphasizing that they said they don't just push anything on you. Turn life, stay away from it. They will sit with you and you will discuss what you can afford. They will tell you all the different things, and then you will choose. Because tomorrow, if you can't afford it, they want to give you a policy that you can afford, even when times are hard. So take that money from your mattress, daddy, and get a policy because your money will grow. But under that mattress, it's just there breathing. And when water touch it, it will spoil. When road go in our house, it will take root. So put it somewhere where it will grow for you while you're sleeping, your money growing. And life insurance is the best, is one of the best way to save for your kids, for your family, and for yourself. With that being said,
Amen.
did he ask a question? Please read his question before we
There
go.
are questions and comments here. He said, well, he understand it. He will pray
Nothing,
about it.
nothing to pray about that. Do it. It's important for you. You and your family.
Yeah, that coming for you right there. Sister, yeah, thank you for tuning in and watching. She asked a question. May I inquire as to the specific type of life insurance being discussed? Okay. I know the type that we are discussing here tonight. We're talking about the term life, whole life, universal, variables, and which other
Yeah,
one?
Yeah, that's it.
variable,
Okay, and
variable.
variables. So those are
Oh,
the four we are
right.
discussing tonight. If you have any comment questions, please drop your comments in. This has been a important topic tonight, and I was able to learn a whole lot.
A hell of a lot
A
too.
whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that you don't know, but coming on this platform tonight, we have Mr. Jones and Mr. Ekenavie. They both
Mom
please,
just called a man, brother Victor, so you
Brother
just called
Victor.
a man. Yeah.
They both have been very, very good being on here. They've been very,
Explaining. Yep.
yeah, explaining everything to us and even helping us. Brother Victor number is on here. You can contact him directly if you need that. We are here to provide that to you. We are not hiding and say, oh, count on this side. Let us move first. We already have.
Brother Victor, 1 minute, brother Victor number again. It is here in the session, but just to read it out, it is 401 663 6834. Again, the number is 401 663 6834. Continue, Jonathan.
So there you have it. If you have any question, comments, please reach out to them. They both are willing to help you. If they are not licensed in your area, you can also contact us. We will get you to people who are licensed in your area, or they can
This
also
process.
get connected with you and they will direct you to people who are licensed in your area that can help you in this area. Again,
Jonathan,
don't just
sorry, Jonathan. Sorry.
go ahead.
We will, if we're not already licensed in their state, we can be licensed under 24 hours.
Okay, there you have it.
There you have
Man,
it.
this is nice. This is really nice. So there you have it.
I declare myself a brand ambassador for two.
We have the brain ambassador making the move
So
right
funny.
now,
I
and I
love
know
her.
she can make it happen. She
I
will
can
be
make it
contacting.
happen. We gotta leave the puff of the thing, man. We must
Let's
make
do
it
it.
happen. Yeah,
Again, we are not making it lazy. So please, 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 please don't sit there. This is life savings. It's not just expire benefit.
yeah.
It's not an expire benefit. This is a life savings.
You can
So
even
please,
enjoy it. While you can even enjoy the benefit while you are
While
still
you are
alive.
alive.
You don't have to
Correct.
expire before
Before,
your
correct.
family enjoy the benefit for you. You can
No,
start to enjoy the benefit while you are alive,
you're
but
right.
not when you sign up right away. I'm a big brain ambassador again. Not
Yes, you
only when
are.
you sign up
You
right
are
away, right?
already.
so why you go nowhere is our job.
Not, not only when you sign up right away, you gotta give it some time, because you know when you plant a flower, right? You gotta water it. You gotta
Water
watch
it
it
and let
grow.
it grow.
So when you sign up, you gotta give it a couple of years for your money to grow. Then you'll be able to borrow from it. So it's a life saving. That's why I gather from it. Not
Yes.
death. You can also enjoy. So go ahead. Woo,
Correct.
I'm a big brain ambassador. Yeah, brain ambassador.
Again, you don't want to go with term life because cheap is very expensive.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
good.
You
Mhm.
don't know, again, you don't know when you are going to expire from this world. So you don't want to go with term life
Term
because
life
if
is a
God
lot.
could give you maybe 30, 40 years from now, you going with term life, you're leaving that burden on your family.
Yeah,
So make sure you contact the two experts here, Mr. Victor and Mr. Jones, that can better help you in the direction that best fits you and your family needs. Don't leave this line without getting connected. Brother Victor number is right on the board here. You can look at that and contact him from there. And to grandpa, please, again, the number right here. Don't pray about it. Don't sleep on it. Check. I myself too, I gotta make some calls because
and you don't have to take a big savings. A big policy. What you can afford. And again, I keep saying I like the fact that they said it will sit with you. Some people want to be greedy, right? Oh, I want 500,000 policy. I want 1 million. I want 600, or I want 300. You can't afford it. There are rainy days. Take something where your hand can reach. Put it there. So even when
And
times are hard, you will still be able to pay for it. Remember, you are not just paying that when you expire, your family get it. You, while you stay alive, you can also enjoy from it. Your kids' college funds. And we know once you have kids, your kids got to go to school and they have to borrow, they have to pay student loan. If we knew what I know now, it would have been different. But thank God, I know what I know now. So I'm here again as a brand ambassador
Yes, you are.
to educate you guys. Put your money to where it can grow and speak for you. While you're sleeping, your money breathing, it grow wind, it flying. Then for you to put it under your bed and it's just there. Like after our discussion last Sunday, I got to know that checking account and savings account is not going to do me no good,
nope.
right? But in our mind before then, we thought especially savings account is best. But I've
Mhm.
been having certain amount in my savings account for over 4 years. It can't breathe. It can't cry. It's just there. So after I learned about 7702, I take my money out. It need to be in a savings account. So yeah, it's not working for me. I won't put my money somewhere where it will work for me. So life insurance, get your life insurance, get your policy. Term life is a no. Any insurance agent tell you say term life for 30 years or 25 years, 20 years, tell them say no. Take a policy that will work for you. Whole life, universal life, or
Variables.
variables life. Oh, okay. So with that being said,
There's a
we have
question.
come to the end. What
There's a
is your
question.
parting statement? There's a
There's a
question. Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead. What this thing is
Um,
very
I,
enjoyable to know.
they,
Go
they,
ahead. Thank God
but I
tomorrow is
confused. They
holiday.
almost said I asked me a question. She's an agent too.
Well, let's go. Bring it on. Let's do it.
um, she's saying, what are the requirements to borrow from your account? Mm,
As long as you have enough cash value in your account, you can borrow as much as up to 80% of the cash value that is in there.
okay.
But
Okay.
you cannot take everything out of your cash value. So you
No,
cannot empty it.
Okay.
they won't allow you, but you can take up to 80% of whatever you have in your cash value.
And you
Okay.
have to you have to pay back because borrow mean pay back, right?
Yeah, it's a loan against your policy. Like I said, you'll continue to make your monthly payment and you'll probably pay additional $20, $25, depending on what you borrow and what you're supposed to pay back. So yes, you have to pay back. And again, if you don't pay back and you pass away, you leave,
It's
whatever
deduct-
money is paid to your beneficiary, what you took and you didn't pay back will be deducted from the
Okay.
proceeds.
Oh.
and that makes sense. Why you should take your money and you can't pay it back? Who's supposed to pay the money for you if you pay it back?
But if something happened, they would. That what it's saying.
They will deduct it.
Uh-huh.
Blessing, thanks, baby. Thanks for being here. To all of you that just
Oh,
joining us,
oh, oh, sorry. Let me quickly add. Yes, there are two ways to borrow money. Okay. One, you can take a loan, like we just talked about. The
mhm,
second method is called a partial surrender. Now,
okay,
if you have $100,000, let me quickly say this. You have $100,000 and you have been able to get up to maybe six, seven, $8,000 in cash value in your policy. Okay. And you take a loan of $5,000. You can take it as a withdrawal, a partial surrender of your policy. What it means is that the $5,000 you're taking will be taken away from your debt benefit. So your debt benefit becomes $95,000. And that $5,000, you don't have to pay it back. It's called partial
Oh.
surrender of your policy. Because from day one, once you are approved and you're issued a policy, the insurance company holds you $100,000. They're just waiting for you to travel. You know what I mean
oh,
when I say travel.
oh,
So
oh, oh, oh,
He
oh,
just he just struck a great point.
yeah, hold on. So once I sign up, right then, $100,000 pay.
no, it
Yeah.
depends on what you're going to purchase. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is once they approve you, you're already insured. Depending if you're going to buy 100,000, 200,000,
Oh,
300,
okay.
whatever it is, they owe you that. They're just waiting for you to expire so they can pay the money to your beneficiary. But if you have enough cash value in the product, you can say, okay, I want to take a partial surrender of $5,000. That's assuming you have more than that. Okay. I want to take a partial surrender on my policy of $5,000. Now your 10,000, your $100,000 becomes $95,000 because you're paying $5,000 while you're alive. So that you don't have to pay back. But if it's a loan provision, then you can pay back because your $100,000 will still be $100,000. You took it out as a loan provision. Okay, so you can always pay that back. But if you don't want to pay it back, tell them give me partial surrender. So if you take $5,000 out of $100,000, there's still $95,000 to for burial and any other thing. So there's a partial surrender and there's a loan provision. Two ways you can take money from your policy.
That a partial surrender I never knew about. But
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so again, I want to welcome all of you. This is very juicy. This is very, most importantly, I'm very excited tonight because I am a brand ambassador. But
Yes,
look,
you are.
yes, I am. So look, this is wonderful, and tomorrow is holiday, so let's keep it going because I love the question. And by this time, I mean this is the longest we have gone
Yep.
on this
The first
platform.
time ever.
Yeah, and but this is wonderful. I was just about to tell you to give your parting statement, but we have to exhaust this question before you gave your parting statement. What a timeline, taxation, filing a claim. I'm putting everything on you. Take your time.
Oh, there's a question there before you come in with yours.
What a question. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with the question.
So the sister asked the previous question, and now she's asking, is this applicable to whole life insurance policies?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So not term life, only whole life.
No. Any cash
For
value,
the
any
cash
cash value.
value, yeah.
Any
Okay.
cash value policy.
So
Universal,
the
whole
universal,
life, variable.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
okay,
Whole life.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so let's quickly go into the timeline is actually a
No,
sequence
I'm putting all together. So if you are just joining us, we are talking about the benefits of life insurance. And we know in our African community, life insurance may run for your life. But tonight we are creating this awareness. Thanks so much for the great education. Yes, bless. Thanks for being here. It is very educational. And I see Gus Marsh is here. What did he say? Would you why your brother say?
He down there, but the other thing in front of it. So
So Pastor Young said, I will see what to do, but I will hold two of you if anything happens.
So
That
Pastor Young previously, we already got him convinced he will be giving
So,
you both a call, but that is on us.
yeah,
Pas-
but
Pastor,
but
Pastor Young, I know you have a cell phone and your cell phone has an insurance on it. Why do you have insurance on your cell phone
thank
and
you.
not on you? Why do
This
you have insurance on your car?
this cell phone here. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Jones. That's a
So
very important question.
Why? Why do you have insurance on your cell phone on your car but not on you? So do you value the cell phone more than your life?
ah,
Do
Do
you
you value
value
the
the
car more
car?
than your life?
Even your
mm.
house gets insurance. Yeah.
Think about it.
And Gus Marsh said, Thanks for the education, mommy and her team. I'm following from Liberia. So
Welcome,
that's
my
my
love.
little brother, all
Yeah.
the way from Liberia, tuning in.
This is juicy. It really juicy tonight. But let's discuss the what are timeline, taxation, filing a claim, payout options, policy lapse, automatic premium loan, grace period, return of premium,
Oh my God.
guarantee in
Mm.
insurability, waiver of premium, accelerated death benefit, accelerated death, and reinstatement. What
Mm.
are
Uh,
all of these things? What is it?
Okay. The timeline is simply just telling us the sequence in the events, like from policy application to the day the policy was issued and
Issue.
the day the policy was delivered, contestability period, everything is just a timeline, a time frame for all that. And what was the second one? Taxation. Taxation comes to play with the way the IRS views your activities with the policy. Now, your monthly premium is paid after tax money. So as you get paid from your job already took out taxes, your
Taxes.
personal income tax. So what you'll be paying to for your premium is your after tax money from your pocket. So it's no more taxable. Okay, so you can deduct that from your
Life
income.
policy.
No, you can deduct a premium from your income tax. But if it's a business policy, um, there's it's possible that you can deduct your premium payments if your business is paying for the policy. Like the business is paying the owner's policy. Now you got to be careful the way the policy is structured, because as a business owner, if the business owner is also the same thing as the insured. Okay, don't forget, in most cases, the insured is always the owner of the policy. But some cases, like when it's a baby, the insured is not the owner of the policy, but the owner of policy, probably the parent. So in this business case, if the business owner is the same thing as the insured, again, you can deduct the premium payments from your taxes when you go to file your taxes. Then which one is you to talk about again? Oh,
it's
yes. Then
filing a claim.
your debt benefit, before then, your debt benefit that you assign your beneficiaries to, they are they don't attract any tax consequences.
Yeah,
They
tax
are
free.
tax free death benefit. You don't pay taxes on those ones. Filing a claim, as the statement says, you file a claim if you have if the insured has expired. Okay, if the insured is not the same, is not the owner, the beneficiaries can file a claim on the policy. Okay, and which one is the other one?
Automatic premium loan.
Yes, automatic premium loan is an option in the policy whereby you miss a premium payment. Okay, then you have cash value built inside the policy. So what
That
insurance company
pay.
will do, they will take money to pay your premium for that month. So they take a loan out of your cash value to make up the payment of the policy for that month, for that particular month that you missed out.
Policy lapse.
Just to add to this one, assuming that you are paying into your policy monthly, and for some other reason, some financial situation happen. Maybe you have been paying the premium for the last 3 years, and some financial situation occur for you, and you are able to pay towards your policy. Your cash value is what the policy going to use. Take one of your cash value to pay on behalf of your policy, to pay the premium on your policy until that cash value runs out.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happens if it runs out?
If it runs out, then they're going to give you a
Lapse,
period. They're going to send you a letter and say, oh, you need
lapse.
to make some payment towards your policy.
And if you don't make the payment, that's where the reinstatement comes in. And I believe it's about 3 years, you can still reinstate the policy. Now, the insurance company will go in the back office and calculate how much you need to pay to reinstate the policy. So that will take care of the reinstatement part of your question to restore a policy that has lapsed.
The same
Mhm.
policy you have
Correct.
it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the amount will not change, even though. Okay.
Well,
No,
again,
because
this
your
the
premium now.
the premium, they will calculate everything that you need to pay
You are
in order
missed.
to bring back the policy to active status.
So then will the amount you were paying before, will it change? Will it be a
Well,
new?
initially you will pay, you of course you pay far more than what you were paying before. Now, when you have reinstated the policy, you can go back paying what you used to pay before.
Originally
You can
paying.
increase, yes, or you can increase your monthly premium, or you can decrease it depending on your personal situation. Which one is suitable for you to do?
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. So
Now,
go
yes,
ahead.
you mentioned something about surrendering the policy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is when you tell the insurance company, hey, I don't want this policy anymore. I'm canceling it. Then you get all your cash value from the policy. You can do that. Now,
Oh,
if you get your cash value that is equivalent to the premiums you are paid, no tax. But if you get your cash value back from the policy with a growth, that means your policy has made money, the IRS will want to take taxes on the growth. It could be taxable. So you got to be careful with that.
so what's the grace period? I see grace period here.
Yes, a grace period is
Yes, Saturday.
really, yes, yeah, it's a 30-day grace period where um when you're supposed to actually pay your
Review.
policy. Well, grace period can come in terms of maybe you miss a payment or you want to review your policy, but usually it's like 30 days grace period. If you have not paid your premium, then you have a grace period of 30 days. So in line with premium. Now, again, you can also say you want what Charles is trying to say is you want additional coverage. Okay, there's also a grace period in reviewing your policy to get the other coverage that you want, the additional coverage that you want. But
So
basically, it's for you, it's for your premium, so that they give you a grace period to pay your premium before your policy lapse. In most cases, you find this in term life policy where it
Yeah.
lapse. But if it's a cash value policy, they can always take the cash value from the policy to make that monthly payment.
so I'm noticing something here, and Puchupu, I don't know if you are. I see
Mm.
says yeah, my borrower is on here. Sis Frances Galamon is on here. And I think the both of them are insurance agents,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Sis Frances were on here. She taught us, she taught me and the rest of the people that were on the 7702. In fact, she came to educate us about, financial, your savings and all that kind of stuff. So she made me to know that that money in our saving account is not working, it's sleeping. But what I'm saying here is they are here to support, and I'm sure they don't know each other. I'm not sure if they know each other,
Mhm.
but they are here, though they are agents, but they are here to support them. And they are even asking questions that will create that awareness. And I see her backing it up in agreement with what they are saying. You see the support system. So they are here, they have support system. They have their fellow agents here who are supporting them and asking questions and backing them up. Gospel musician, what happened to us? They don't know, but the fact that they heard and they saw the flyer, they are insurance agents, right?
Mhm.
Life, we're talking about life insurance. They came to support them. They don't know them from nowhere, but all of them under the same umbrella.
Yep.
Christians, Holy Mary and holy men. What happened? Holy Joseph and Holy Mary. Then we who can take the Bible, put it in our head. We are Christians. We can mingle. Why we can support each other? Why it always got to be about us before we want to take the spotlight? They are not in the spotlight. These two men are here today, but the fact that they are in the same insurance thing, they are here to support them. That's I just pick up on it. It really a lesson learned.
Mhm.
That shows we should learn to support each other, regardless of who in the spotlight at the given time. Now says, yeah, is here. We might reach out to her tomorrow. And I
Mhm.
also want to encourage you, Brother Victor and Brother Charles. This is the Evelyn Marsh Network. Anytime you get something, you even want to yell. If you want to stand in your house and yell, just call me. Say, Evelyn, today I want to come and yell. We'll make ourselves available for you to come and shout. So this is here we discuss educational topic. We do our best to keep it professional. We're not all into your business. That's not our business. We are here to educate our people and for us to learn and grow together like what we are doing tonight. We're going 2 hours plus. We have never done this before.
Mhm.
That shows how important this topic is. And we will come back. I would have said next Sunday, but next Sunday we already have a very important topic. But I will reach out to you guys again. Mr. Jones, you going somewhere else? Please come back.
Please flip your phone back.
I will reach out to Sis Yeah. I will reach out to you guys again. I will reach out to Sis Frances, and all of you, 4 of you, will come together and educate us again and just put the icing on the cake because this is very important, especially for our community. I learned a lot from last Sunday to today. I really have learned a lot, and I really appreciate you guys taking up your time to be here and educate us. It is good for our community, but most of all, I am a brand ambassador.
Let us start doing our GoFundMe.
Go for me,
She's, I'm telling you, it's like everybody, she's in charge of GoFundMe.
yeah,
And this,
begging to bury one another is crazy. When we can invest our money, the money you buy the chicken, the bone, the raw, you gotta do raw chicken, then you gotta do dry chicken, fresh bone, then dry bone, all that stuff. That's too much. Cut it into half and put some away for your children or for your family and for your own self so you can invest it. Let's say a friend said last week, put your money somewhere where your money will grow for you
Mhm.
while you are sleeping instead of you working from paycheck. A lot of us work from paycheck to paycheck.
mm,
At the end of the year, when they call the money we made, you can't see it
No.
because we want to live above our means. We want to hang our hat to where our hands can fit. But let us calm down. And now this is the awareness. put your money somewhere and let it grow for you. Life savings is out there. Again, if you are just joining us, we are talking about the benefits of life insurance. Tonight, from the education I have gathered, I would say the benefits of life savings, because I can borrow from them to pay my even to pay my mortgage if at all. I can borrow from them to make business. I can borrow from them for my children college funds. I can borrow from them to do a lot of things. And while I'm still alive, I can borrow money from there to eat it small. So at least when I lay in a casket, I can be from that Jonathan that eating all my money. At least I would say I have eaten some. I ate some of the money. So the small one I left there, they can take it. So there's a lot of things it can do for you. Now, on that note, give your parting statement.
Uh,
Oh well, it's pretty simple. I will encourage everybody to get a policy each while they are young and healthy, because it's going to be cheaper for you. Okay, if you already have pre-existing condition, you might pay more for your policy. So my parting statement will be to encourage each and every one to go out there and get a coverage. Like for me, I have four personally, four different coverages, because I understand the benefits of it and I know what I do with it. You build wealth with cash value life insurance
Mm.
product. And each of my children have two. My children have two each, rather I should say. And so again, my entire family, we're all about life insurance.
Bujubu, can I put a life insurance on you, please? I'm saying that openly. Can you please allow me?
I'll give it to
My,
you.
my entire
So
family, my wife, we all have life insurance product. So that's what we
I
believe in.
agreed. I agreed. Okay, because I told her, I said, if I die, anything happen, you bury me.
Okay, that's awesome. Is that your parting statement, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Brother Jones.
So I just want to encourage everyone to know the benefit of life insurance. It's not a traditional life insurance where you have to die before you enjoy the benefits. The benefit of a life insurance is multiple. It varies from one end to another based upon your financial needs. So I will encourage everyone, to take advantage of it. Like Victor said, you are very young, take advantage of life insurance. It is a saving for you and your family. Personally, I do have three policy, and I pay almost like $900 a month in my policy. Yes. I don't have pre-existing condition, but I'm also investing for my children. So at least tomorrow, if I expire, my children can carry on that generational wealth. Besides, all of my children, everybody in my household also do have a policy on their own, because I don't want them to go take student loan when they get to college to pay for the tuition. No, I want them to be debt free at the same time to be financially stable when they get out there. So yes, it is important. It's just not a typical, life insurance where you have to die before you enjoy the benefit. So I really encourage everyone, to take advantage of the opportunity, use this platform, educate yourself, look out there for a policy for your needs, your financial needs. Use a network. The awareness is out there. Start doing GoFundMe. GoFundMe will not help you. Okay? They will not put you into the hole. But what are you leaving behind for your family? What are you leaving behind for your wife and children if you do have? So you need to think about that. And don't be selfish. Okay? We're all definitely going to pass through, but you have to leave something down for them. Thank you.
Thank you. If you are a Christian, listen to this song. This old building, keep on leaning. I'm going home to a better place. You hear that? You're not here forever. You're gonna get old. Like I have my dad right now. He's sick. I had to go visit him yesterday, and he's declining very fast. And I said, I'm like, wow. So we are here today. We are young. We are healthy. Save while you can now. So tomorrow, I think sis said the older you are, the higher your premium. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So while you're young, it's good for you to lock it in. When you older, you can still lock it in, but it will be higher. You will pay more. So it's good. I'm going to get Brother Victor. I'm going to post Brother Victor number. I'm going to pull
I have it up here.
okay. I'm also gonna get sis number, Marlboro, and I'm gonna get sis
I'll,
Frances Gadimon number.
I'll drop a number.
Because these are the four people that are on here that are insurance agents. And if they are here to support you, at least all of you can kind of work together. We need it in our community. Most of your brand ambassador, not for nothing brand ambassador, yo. I'm reaching out for my so but this is really great. I want to say thank you so much. But before I give my closing statement, I don't know if my handbag have anything to say before I give my parting statement and we can call it a night.
Well, I think this was an awesome night. I enjoyed the topic. I enjoyed everything that was said and done here. It was indeed a nice one. Again, this is the Evelyn Marsh Network where we bring you hot, juicy, and educational topic. You don't want to miss it. So catch us on here live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, follow us. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
LinkedIn,
LinkedIn, um,
Twitter,
Twitter. There you go.
extra, what all the different things, all the different
Follow
social
us on
platforms.
all
We
those
take advantage
platforms
of it. We
and
there.
tune in. Don't forget, again, if you're out there, you're looking for a business promotion to go on and you don't have that means or somebody is charging you, again, we are free of charge. You can just come here and let's have a discussion. Thank you for tuning in.
On that note, I want to say thank you, brother Victor. Thank you, brother
My
June.
pleasure.
Thank you, sis, yeah, for being on to support. This really means a lot. I mean, the fact that you are on to support these guys, it really means a lot. Sis Frances, thank you to all of you that are on here. Our bless bless you are always on here, the Dixons, and there are a lot of you that are always on here to support that. Pastor David Young, I will call you, get that life insurance. You're going to benefit from it. You and your 50 children, and I'm included. It's going to be a blessing, a blessing to you. I want to thank you, man. This is the longest show we have had, and I'm not even tired. This is so much educational for me and for all of us. We still have people here for how late it is, but I want to thank you from the bottom of our heart on this platform. We love you and we love you by force, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Do about
On
it.
that note,
Like
I
that.
will catch you when I catch you, and we will all come back again. Four of you, I will reach out to you. We'll come back and discuss as well life insurance, financial benefit, everything, and for us to open our eyes. I will talk to you. I will bring people to you. I need my discount because whether you like it or not, I am your brand ambassador. Good night. God bless
Good
Period.
you.
night.
Good
Thanks
night.
for
Good
watching.
night.
It's
Good
a
night.
pleasure.
Have
Good
a
night.
good
It's a
one.
Good night,
pleasure.
everybody.
Thank you very much for